Operation Rhubarb. I believe that banking institutions are more dangerous to our liberties than standing armies. Thomas Jefferson. The burnt-out wreck of a car was on the front page of all the papers, and beside the picture of abject horror, portraits of the victims. DCI Don Naka, Serious Crime Squad, retired. Her daughter, Carol Johnson, Special Branch, and her husband, Jim Johnson, something in the city, dead. A 6-year-old daughter, Juliet Johnson, survived, though seriously injured. Shortly after, a matter of weeks, the devastated family was swept under the carpet. Talk only of the new IRA, Al-Qaeda. One paper, derided by the establishment, talked of organized crime, London gangs, but the spin won. It was terrorists, and the police closed the case, an inquiry wrapped up in double quick time. The only criticism, the speed of solving the crime. The intimation being any ordinary person, not a copper, would not get this efficient service. Not one commentary suggested it could have been a whitewash. Juliet did recover. She was closely cared for by her grandfather, Kerr Naka, and Don Naka's sister, Lisa. The story was buried, and the Naka family buried themselves soon after the funerals, hidden away. Juliet because she was so grotesquely scarred, and Naka because he was so scared. Now they have been found. 2 days ago. Gravesend. The tip, as the Thames bends back on itself at Broadness Lighthouse Island. It was here the body of Jack Stiles was grounded. It bobbed in the tiny laminar wave action across the broad mudflats as the water ebbed. Where the body lay was a still part of the river, and so it had stuck, rising and sinking with the in and out, high and low tides, waiting to be discovered. Would a flood tide take it away to be lost forever? Not likely. Would this be an error in judgment? Absolutely. Yesterday. Lilac? How insipid is that? Who wears a lilac coat these days? A whirring dialogue, left-right, right-left, an incessant nagging in her head as she looked on. The mist off the harbour makes the lilac coat strangely evocative, though, don't you think? Left voice said. Right replied. Yes, you mean like a black and white film where a single colour is picked out? But only just. A pastel and subtle hue. What does this say about the woman wearing the coat? Lack of confidence. Why do you think that? Why do you think you have to wear something strong in colour in order to display confidence and strength? And so the dialogue continued in Lisa's head, back and forth, questioning and providing answers to her own questions. Lisa wore strident clothes, colours that shouted at you. Not that she needed to. She had an abundance of strength, confidence, and ability, and was pretty good at shouting should the occasion call for it. Maybe you just hate pastel colours. Have you ever thought about that? Left. Right. Yeah, and lilac would be right up there. Shite fucking colour. At 8 in the morning, the early autumn mist off the harbour was beginning to shift, but was still dense and vaporous. Monochromatic images of a familiar place, indistinct. A film of moisture on the black cobbles, glinting. A reflection of the halo orb from one street lamp, orange, and the lilac coat, the only colour, both liquid and insipid. How much of the image is memory recall? Do you think it looks like that place? And right, dung-da theme tune. Left. I like that Harry Lime film. Where was that? Left was the romantic side of Lisa's head,